We're on the record in cause number 327672, the state of Texas versus Antonio Borjas Moriel. Mr. Borjas Moriel, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Borjas Moriel, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Antonio Borjas Moriel? You doing as well as you can be?
Considering COVID-19.
Oh, I understand. I understand. Yeah, well, that's good. Now, Mr. Borjas Moriel, the information states that on or about June 20th of 2020, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, operating a motor vehicle in a public place, that you committed the Class A misdemeanor offense of driving while intoxicated with an alcohol concentration level of 0.15 or more. Mr. Borjas Moriel, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to this charge, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Now, are you pleading no contest freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges?
Yes, sir.
Okay. He's pleading no contest?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, Mr. Borjas Moriel, you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
Now, I made a change on this document. I checked the box that says Class A misdemeanor. Okay, and because it's a Class A misdemeanor, is that correct,
Yes,
Mr. Wilkerson?
Yes, Your Honor, and I had covered that with him about the enhancement.
Okay. Now, on page 2 of the same document, Mr. Borjas Moriel, are these your initials on the line that says no contender, which means no contest?
Yes, sir.
And on page 3 of the same document, above the line that says defendant, is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
And on the next document, which is a trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal, is this your signature on this line,
Yes, sir.
above the line that says defendant? We have a trial court certification,
Yes, Your Honor.
excuse me, the discovery certification. Now, Mr. Borjas Moriel, I'm showing you a document which is titled the discovery certification. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
Is that your signature above the line that says defendant?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Borjas Moriel, prior to signing and initialing these documents, did your attorney, Mr. Wilkerson, go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
State, I have before me State's Exhibit number 1. State, you like to offer State's Exhibit number 1?
Yes, Your Honor, and I'd also like to offer State's Exhibit number 2, that's the PC affidavit for this case.
No objections from Mr. Wilkerson. State's Exhibits number 1 and 2 will be admitted. Mr. Wilkerson, you've advised and counseled Mr. Antonio Borjas Moriel. Is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Borjas Moriel, your attorney, Mr. Wilkerson, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Borjas Moriel, I will accept your plea of no contest. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea of no contest and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, it's for 180 days to be probated over 1 year probation, $1,000 fine, 80 hours community service, the DWI education course, drug and alcohol assessment, and an interlock.
Okay. Mr. Antonio Borjas Morial, the state is offering that you serve 180 days in the Jefferson County Jail. However, you will not have to serve any time in jail in this case because you will be placed on probation for 1 year. During the 1 year probationary period, you will be required to pay a fine of $1,000 and court costs of $422, which comes to a total of $1,422. You will also be required to pay $60 each month, a $15 probation fee for, well, a $15 urinalysis fee, and you will also be required to pay a DWI education class of initial evaluation of $125, and if needed for further evaluation, a $50 fee. Now, that comes to a total in monthly installments of $205. Would you be able to pay the $205 each month over the probationary period?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, Mr. Borjas Morial, you will also be required to perform 80 hours of community service, and you will be required to attend the DWI education course, have an alcohol and drug assessment, and install an interlock device on any vehicle that you own and operate. And you would also have to adhere to the other standard terms and condition of probation. Now, Mr. Borjas Morial, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
And do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Borjas Morial, I will follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. You can stand over here on the X in front of the clerk, and she will give you some instructions, and have a good day.